Well, I was just talking to you guys, but the mic is down, so I just turned it on. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Jay. Hey, Keith. How are you guys doing tonight? What's going on? Just getting down here. Looks like we're kind of flagging out a bit here. On the NQ here. We are looking pretty bullish. Obviously, we're above the overnight VWAP. We're above the point of control, previous day point of control. We haven't really tapped into our value area high yet. So I could definitely see this potentially going higher here. We have this bullish fair value gap below here on the 5. And we've been finding support either point of control or the overnight VWAP here. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Taking a look at the book map, looks like we got orders above, also a little bit below right here, 25,070, 75, and orders up at 110, 115, 120, 125, 150. And it looks like the orders at 150 are real. There's 120 contracts up there at 150, which is value area high. So I'm going to have to say this will have to be our target. We're in a bullish fair value gap currently. So let's see. Welcome everybody. We got 10 people in YouTube and 4 in my X channel. Welcome. Get a little bit of a pullback here on this flag pattern we got. What do you think about this? Which account should I be trading here? We're about halfway through this Apex eval, 50K Apex eval. We got Take Profit Trader, 5 accounts. About 500 in there. Lucid eval and top on futures. We'll probably just start off with this Apex eval. Well, you guys know what time it is. It's dinner time. Sweet potato? And I got some pork loin tonight from the slow cooker. I showed you on there. Look at this thing. Hard to see. I got pork and sweet potato and then some veggies. Well, hopefully that wasn't our only chance there to get an entry on that pullback to the overnight VWAP. We have this bearish fair value gap above though, so that could be, if we get an inversion on this guy, that could be definitely an entry signal that we're going to at least head to these highs here. Yeah, I usually, for the most part, I cook my own food. I'm itching for salmon season to come back around. I'm out of salmon in the freezer. Looks like we got a post in the P&L. Ooh, Zach got a Zach passed the Top Step account. He's got an express funded account now with Top Step X. That's awesome. Just saw that. That was yesterday he posted that. Beautiful. He asked me if I was on stream yesterday, and I said no. Tuesday and Thursday this week. But thanks for posting that in chat. If you are around there, Zach, you might be back later. Okay, we're getting a bit of a rejection. I wouldn't mind finding an entry down here at 25,060. That'd be beautiful. $61. You have a question about Apex? Yeah, sure. What's going on? Good evening, Mr. Lil Asian Bush. Borker, sorry. Shoot. Well, is this our breakout now? We did not invert that fair value gap on that last candle. What time do we got here? 7:40. So 10:40. This is funny. What to do if Apex support doesn't reply to email? Huh. How long ago did you send them the email? Because hopefully they're just, backlogged and they just haven't had a chance to get back to you yet. How are we looking on the 4-hour chart here, guys? Still pretty bullish here. We kind of had this consolidation through previous last night's session, then we ripped down during the market and then bounced towards the end of the day, and now we're printing higher, it looks like. But You guys think that we're going to go up to value area high at least here? Throughout this candle here, we got 3 hours and 18 minutes, so 3 days. Now their automated reply also not coming. Huh? What happened to your account? I don't have any codes with Apex. I just recently bought an account with them, so I don't know that much about them. But what's going on with their, like, what are you trying to reach out to them for? But yeah, that's now their automated replies also not coming. That's interesting. Jay says they take up to 5 business days. Okay. There's a website prop firm wise. They posted on X, they delisted Apex. Really? Have you, let's... I'm gonna ask Grok real quick if there's any talk of Apex. It's a good way if we ask Grok, because anyone that is getting pissed off or irritated about it is it would be on X probably, right? So it says, I said basically, is there any talk of Apex trader issues in the community getting delisted? And it says, yes, there is ongoing discussions in the trader community about issues with Apex trader funding, commonly called Apex trader or ATF, including complaints about account bans, payout denials, rejections, rule changes, and some other perceptions of the firm struggling or declining. However, there's no clear evidence of the firm itself being delisted in a sense of shutting down, going out of business, or being removed from major platforms entirely. Though one affiliate community site, prop firm Wise, which is what you're talking about, right? Yeah. Announced they delisted Apex from their platform in early March 26 due to concerns over payout reliability, frequent business model changes, and sustainability. Okay. The key points from recent community chatter as of payout and ban complaints remain common. Traders report denied payouts, often citing vague reasons like improper risk management, consistency violations, or requiring excessive proof like video screenshots. Accounts being closed after multiple successful payouts or profitable trader bans. Recent rule change in 26 rolled out a significant update, including new end-of-day drawdown accounts, removal of some old rules like the MAE 30% risk limits, faster payouts qualification, 5 qualifying days, but also additions like tighter daily loss limits, scaling requirements, payout caps, windows, in some cases versus and legacy versus new accounts. Community sentiment on Reddit, day trading prop firm, Apex Trader Funds, and X. You'll find a strong negative post calling Apex a scam pyramid style, or predicting its downfall due to eval bans, payout issues, and business practices. Positive or neutral posts often come from affiliate promoters highlighting sales discounts and big historical payouts. No full delistings or shut down. Apex still active, launching new products, posting updates on their website. So yeah, so I guess there is some concerns out there about it. We got some concerns. So we are grinding a little bit higher here. Let's adjust this guy. Maybe this is going to be the actual breakout point, because we do have this bearish fair value gap above here. DJ Wilds, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. How you doing tonight? Oh, I'm doing good, thank you. Just sat down to the charts here, just trying to get in tune with the market a bit. Obviously, we're looking a little bullish here on NQ. Kind of in a flag pattern here, flag formation. Trying to see if we're gonna break out here. I think our eventual target's gonna be value area high. Now we might end up getting a deeper pullback here before we head up there, but it's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Hey Tim, good evening. And I'm just finishing up some dinner. Sweet potato, pork loin, and some mixed veggies. What part of the world am I streaming from? I'm in Mission, BC, so near Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. So I'm on the West Coast. How about you? Where are you from? Oh, you're New York City. Nice. I've been there before, traveled there, explored the city, whatnot. It's an epic place. Yeah, Canada's, that's one way to put it. That's definitely one way to put it. So we are in this bearish fair value gap, guys. This could potentially be the rejection point before we end up flagging a bit more, get the breakout later. But we're basically watching here for an inversion of 25,103. So we'd kind of be waiting for a break and a retest for a long here. We'll have to see how this plays out, though. We might end up getting a bit of a pullback here. Kind of still in this flag formation, right? So we will see. So I'm not going to rush into anything here. Probably going to end up trading pretty small size also, guys. If you do trade today, I'm trying to stick to about, you know, maximum 3, maybe 4 micros. I would like to see them actually push below the overnight VWAP before we actually get the bounce. So it'd be nice if we could, you know, I could set up some orders down here, maybe. Sort of at 25,061. I gotta switch these accounts here. Log out TradeAbate. Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure about that there's any issues with Apex, but I do have 2 accounts with them now, so hopefully I don't end up getting screwed over on a payout or something. That would suck. Actually, almost put my orders there on NQ, not MNQ. I was just talking about keeping the size down. There we go. We'll set up some orders there in case we get a quick pullback into this fair value gap. Hopefully we'll end up finding some support. Our line in the sand is basically going to be the point of control. Now, if we start breaking below the point of control and also this 200 EMA, that would be pretty concerning to me. Do I like the Apex new product? What do you feel about payouts being capped now? Yeah, I mean, it's probably a better model for them, right? To be in, you know, for longer lasting prop firm. So maybe this will help them not have to deny payouts or whatever. But yeah, that you know, I'm not like a super. I don't make huge trades. You know what I mean? So to me, that doesn't really make that much difference. I'm just going for like consistent, you know, 200-300 kind of like trades, right? Whereas some of those people are, you know, they're getting like 10 grand trades or whatever. So yeah, I'm okay with some sort of capped payouts, right? Is what it is. You got to just work the rules how they are, and if you know, if that's a deal breaker for you, then just look at a different firm, right? But yeah, I do like the new product is pretty good, right? Little more little better at like competing with some of those other firms that have different, like a little bit better rule set, right? So it came at a cost though, right? How does the trading feel in contrast to cash session? Like as in compared to like the New York session? You're shorting at 99s? You know, it's just slower, right? So you got to be a little more patient trading this evening price action. But it can also, it's a little bit easier in a sense too, right? It gives you a little more time to think about everything. You don't have such fast movements. Not to say it doesn't still happen, but usually you get a little bit quicker of a chance to respond. Asian session, London session can be really nice. Just kind of depends, right? Just depends. So far, this fair value gap is holding these levels. Now, I'm wondering if we're going to get a move back down to the bottom sort of support area of this flag, or, you know, like I said, we're waiting for an inversion of this fair value gap. If we get a closure above 103, 104, that could be an indication that we're looking to go higher. We're in a 15-minute bearish fair value gap currently also. So that's another key level there. I'll just frame this guy out just to remember for later. So we'll just add the text here, 15-minute fair value gap. Well, it looks like we're breaking out a bit here now. Are we going to get a closure above that level, which is 103.50 or so, 104? Are they just going to manipulate it up a bit here and then come back down? We'll have to see. Let's wait for this candle to close. If it does, we can look at that for, you know, in a potential entry in a pullback. So currently is a bearish fair value gap, so this would be inverted into a bullish one. So we still have 1 minute left on this candle here. Hey Del, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Well, hey, that's a pretty strong break of that fair value gap, guys. Hey, what are you guys thinking here? Starting to look even more bullish at the moment. 30 seconds here. If we do get a candle closure, we'll be looking to go for a long up here. So I'm good, thank you. I'm just working on finishing my dinner here. As usual. Yeah, that fade's in trouble at the moment. That sucks. Yeah, it is pushing pretty hard right here. Well, we definitely got a closure. We definitely got a closure way out of the flag. Now, I mean, it doesn't mean that this is over. This could come back, and usually we at least get a chance to get a retest back here around the 100s. So if you are in this area, it could give you an opportunity to get back out, because usually when I invert these like this, we'll just make it yellow because that's typically an inverted fair value gap. I'll be looking for an entry back in this area, sort of like a break and retest idea. Now this might play around up here for a bit, and it might just continue higher, but not financial advice, but that's what I'll be looking for, is sort of a retest into here, and I'll let it kind of get in there before I make a decision, because sometimes it might pull even down into this area before we bounce. So we didn't really sweep the highs there, not quite. We basically made an equal high. Yeah, exactly. If you get a retest there, I would definitely exit out of your trade if you can get out break even. That's just how I would trade it. Here I'm looking for a pullback down to this fair value gap for an entry, and we're going the opposite direction here. Blow off top, exit as well. Yeah, if it decides to go up here, you kind of have to exit, right? Like if it starts breaking up, breaking this double top here. So we'll just be patient here. If I do take a trade in this area, I'll probably only go with 1 micro. And just so I can have a little more wiggle room before I have to cut it. But this is really the trade that I'm looking for as a deeper pullback. Maybe even we'll see how it reacts when it gets to this VWAP if it decides to pull back again. I'm just going to close my window one sec. I'll be right back. Well, hopefully we get a chance to get in here, guys. I mean, I was saying earlier, I know our target is 25,150 area, value area high. But are we going to be heading there right away here or not? That's kind of the question, right? So I know, right? Oh, damn, that feels so good. Woo. Crude's been slow as well. Yeah. Boring night so far. Yeah, right, Adam? Economic Pulse, what up? How you? And Quad Q's in the house. The heat actually all comes from this freaking beast of a computer. I need to update this computer. I tried to download, I forget what it was, some game, and my computer said basically like that I need to update to Windows 11 to be able to play the game, and then I forget what game it was too. A friend of mine suggested that I download it, but no, it's some sort of like hardware on my motherboard that's not there. It's saying like, I forget what it is now, but there's some part. So because my motherboard's old, so it, you know, I got a ton of RAM, I got a ton of memory, but it's saying it won't let me update because there's like a hardware issue. So something is not on there. So download more RAM, bro. I like that. Cruft's dog show over in Birmingham, England is this weekend. Started last night. I was up all night watching it, and starts again day 2 tonight at midnight or shortly after. Cruft's dog show. That's cool. I see that you're definitely into that, obviously, being that you have such amazing dogs already yourself. But I guess it's kind of getting in the way of your trading schedule, hey? If you can't get to bed until late. Oh, it's live on YouTube? Nice. I'm not going to like... Oh, Windows 11? Really? You know, it's like some anti-cheat thing that it wouldn't load. So... yeah, some like sort of anti-cheat thing, and then it wouldn't load on there. So Windows 12 is about to release into alpha beta. All right, thanks, Yuki. Hey, I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome to the stream. Do you guys, anybody in the stream or in the chat there, play any games on your computers? Yeah, Windows 11 is terrible. You're basically a client now, not the administrator. What? Damn. I play Arma 3. I don't think I've seen Arma 3. Let me see. What is Arma 3? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Sort of like Battlefield-ish kind of looking game. On Steam. Nice. Oh, I missed my entry? Yeah, it looks like I did, didn't I? Well, I'm not really waiting. My real entry's here. I'm looking for a retest of this fair value gap here, not this one. I'm looking for, like, I like to enter on the inverted fair value gap. But yeah, that might have been the entry right there. You're right. Too busy chatting, yakking in the chat. Cold Fusion did a great video about the problems with Windows 11. Okay. You're on Windows 11, no problems here. Got a program that disables a lot of the Windows stuff and removes Edge. Okay. Nice. Well, if I ever update this computer and I have to get Windows 11, I'll definitely be sending you a message to find out where this what this Windows program is. Yeah, Arma looks pretty cool. Winhance. Okay, like enhance, but Winhance. Enhance it to make it better. Winhance. Yeah, removes crap. People are so good for that. They like come out and fix stuff like that. It's awesome. Okay, I'll stick one order. Let's see here. Let's put one order here, sort of at 25,100. See if we can get tagged in. I have a relatively tight stop, basically. Well, that's 10 points. So we'll put a stop here just below at like 89. Sell one stop. So that'll be this is kind of our trade idea here if we end up getting this pullback, which it looks like we might end up getting at some point here. Not a guarantee, but we're starting to look like they're trying to get us a little bit lower here. Now, whether or not we're going to get the deeper pullback all the way down here is a different story, but let's see. Orders up at 110, 120, 125, 150. So like I said, it's looking like longs are going to be, we're looking for longs. We just need to wait, be patient for a good pullback. And look at that. We got tapped right on that 102 there. I wonder if I should do what I did last night before going to bed. Don't think I can get $200,000 nights in a row. Yeah, be careful. Just make sure if you have a stop that you don't give them back 1,000. It is, I don't know. I guess it depends on when you go to bed. Oh geez, was that our only chance there? We missed that order there. That would have been nice. We would have been up, 8 points. I'm actually thinking about giving it a little more space even. We might end up wicking right through it and picking me up down here. So I'm going to be a little patient with this guy also. Now that we get this one that tapped in there. You know what? Actually, let's just keep it there. Let's keep it there. It's all good. Looking for 78s. For it to get into a long, or are you looking to short it down to the 78s? Hey, what's up everybody? 38 people in the channel right now, 29 in YouTube and 7 in X. Hey, oddly enough, I have 7 people in my X channel, which normally if anybody knows, I do stream with Nick. He's Mustang Trader Monday to Friday, and typically the majority of people that are watching from X tend to be in his X channel. So hey, thanks for checking out the stream, guys. Appreciate you guys. Wish you could throw us some comments or whatnot. It does come through on StreamYard. You guys message over on X. I'll get to see it on StreamYard. So short it down to 78 and then go long. Nice, yeah, that could definitely work for you. But we are kind of, I wouldn't really recommend shorting it here. I mean, it could win for sure, but at the moment we're kind of looking pretty bullish. The only thing is we didn't break the top here, so if they leave a double top here, that'll definitely be a draw in liquidity at some point. It's just when is that going to happen is the question, right, guys? But I kind of want to actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to be a little more patient too. We're going to try to get an entry here. We'll add one more order down here. We'll add one more order down here. Sort of target this if we get a bit of a deeper, I just want to get a better entry price, guys, We'll stick 2 micros down here. We'll add another stop in case it does flush lower. We'll put it right down at 80 here since we're going to be at a lower entry. And then we got our orders down here. We could just let's stick a 4 order down there also, just in case. I hope it doesn't rip all the, like if we got a disgustingly nasty pullback candle that just flushes all the way to the lows. Let's make sure we got a stop in place just in case. So I'll put a stop 4 down there. There, we're all lined up here for potential trade entries. Now we just need this market to cooperate. Yuki 7344 inside candle on the 15-minute. Oh yeah, I see that. And we're still in this bearish fair value gap on the 15. Was this a 30? There's no 30 there. 1 hour, no 1 hour. So it's only a 15 there. We do have a bearish 50-minute fair value gap that we're in right now. Yeah, I just don't know what the probabilities would be of shorting it here to take it down, So like I said, we're looking pretty bullish. We did invert that bearish fair value gap here from before. So we are rolling over, but all it takes is a little pump from them. So obviously, DJ, you cut that long, maybe on one of these pullbacks here, because I think you said you were in a long earlier. I found a cool new little program. It's called Local Send. You can send it on any Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. If it's running on each, you can transfer files between any system. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's handy if you need to, like, you know, if you have different platforms and you need to like send stuff around, just kind of interconnectivity. Oh, you're still short, but okay, but you added. Gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were, yeah, never mind. You did say you're short. My bad. I would like to see us roll over here. Gonna give Ralph some sweet potato. That's a happy guy. Gold and oil is completely dead. Really? Let's see our gold. I didn't update my chart on my levels on gold yet, so let's do that real quick while we look over here. So 30-minute time frame, session volume profile. Let's set up our POC, our value area low. Looks like we have a previous day low. We still have a naked point of control below on gold here. Value area high. Previous day high. This guy is delete that guy. So we got today's price action, 6:30 right there. This is going to be dark blue. I'm going to anchor one at this guy here, which is a light blue. This light blue is garbage. And we'll throw on a start a day VWAP. These are just anchored VWAPs. This is a 30-minute time frame with a volume, session volume profile. Well, we popped up pretty good. Kind of looking like NQ at the moment, sort of, you know? Like the fact that we popped up and that we're sort of flagging it. Do you have a bearish fair value gap above value area high and then 200 EMA? You know, I'm not a huge fan of trading gold, guys. It's just it's too easy to get blown accounts, basically. Lone wolf, yep. Red delta current four bars, 5 on the 5 minutes, right? Yeah. Looks like my book map wasn't really lined up properly there. Are we going to get that pullback here that we're looking for, guys? It would be nice if we inverted that fair value gap at the bottom of it, 103. But they're trying to hold it right now. And then we have the already inverted one right here, which is also sort of bullish. But if we can get a closure down here, that'd be nice. And then, you know, a sweep into this one would be good with a bounce out of it. That's what we're hoping for here. Would you ever trade low flow stocks for their volatility? I used to, and it's not very fun. Those pump and dumps are nasty. Those things are nasty. So yeah, you can make a ton of money, but I've been caught in way too many pullbacks or freaking halts that I just like futures way better. I've been there, done that, had some success, had more losses. It's just hard when there's like, 5-6 stocks popping up that day. Then you got to figure out which one is going to be the best one and, take your trade. And yeah, it can be nasty. Ross Cameron's always on the other end. You always overhype penny stocks. Way better to judge than buying. Oh yeah. The only thing is, quite often, like, some of those stocks are just not. You're not, like, as long as you're able to short them, right? Some of them you can't short. As you guys probably know that. I don't need to tell you anything, but it's all manipulated. But at least it's not Forex or meme coins. Yeah, I mean, I don't trade Forex either, and never have. I don't know that Forex is very good, right? From my understanding, it's not very good. So that's another reason why I like futures is, we got one central company that's sort of runs all the orders through it. You get to see through Bookmap all the orders. There's no dark pools or whatever, right? So that's pretty awesome. And the spreads are usually really tight, right? So you're always pretty much getting the price that you're trying to sell it at relatively close. Not like I know I've heard that Forex has some pretty nasty spreads sometimes. So are we gonna get this pullback here, guys? Come on. I'd like to get an entry down here. The struggle is true. I've been in the low float market for a couple years. Being someone who was in that market, would you say futures is? Oh, definitely. I mean, first thing is, you only have to watch 3 indices or something, right? You could watch ES, NQ, and YM, right? So they're right there. You're at a better advantage right out of the gate because you're just watching 3 charts. You don't have to have a scanner and decide between 1 and 5 or 1 and 10 different guys, right? The market's open pretty much all day. So if you can't trade New York, there's lots of other options for you to trade. Then you got prop firms where you can get into it. You can learn off of prop firms without putting in too much capital. You don't have to blow all your personal money, right? So, for $100, you can get an eval account and practice trading futures just to get to learn it, because you got to learn the points and stuff are a little bit different, right? For example, on NQ, I'm trading, this would be MNQ, so they're $2 per point, right? So every time it goes from 105 to 106, that would be $2 per contract. So there's a lot of good benefits to it, right? And I came from penny stocks, right? That's what I was doing too, low float pump and dump stuff. And like I said, I had some success and I had some, some just as big or bigger losers too, right? So, and the nice thing is all the skills that you have from that translate pretty good. I usually try to trade pullbacks, but because of my practice trading those penny stocks, I'm pretty decent at getting some momentum trades when price is really moving fast. So I think that kind of skill translates in also. Penny stocks were the first meme coins, right? Sort of, right? %, 100%. Yeah, and then if you get something like Bookmap, it's a little bit more of a cost, but then you can see like all the orders, right? So this is literally all the orders that are live on the level 2 on the Bookmap here, right? So as you can see, we have orders. Let's see here. We're getting a little bit lower. I need to pan this out, but so 150, see that we have 135 contracts up at 25 150, which happens to line up exactly with there we go. We're getting a bit of a deeper pullback here, guys. We got an entry there. We got in one contract on that pullback. Have I ever traded Binance futures? No, I haven't traded any. Binance is a crypto thing, right? I haven't traded those, no. You're out. Nice trade there, Jay. DJ. Sorry. DJ Wilds. I got into a long here on this pullback. I got 2 contracts here for potential entry. We're breaking back in. We kind of broke out of this flag. Now we're breaking, sort of like a break and a retest is my idea here. We'll cut this trade if it gets much deeper. It was getting scary for you, Jay? Yeah, it was. It looked like it could pop. DJ, sorry. It looked like it could pop anytime, right? You're short on MNQ. TP was just hit. Time for bed. Have a good night. Okay, Tim. Good job, bro. Tim's been on fire, everybody. He's been making some killer trades. Had a really nice stretch of winning trades there, and then ended up taking a little bit of a loser the other night, right? Not last night, but the other day, you said. But, you know, I found that happens to me also when I get too many winning trades in a row. You sort of get, like, overconfident, and then that's when it bites you in the ass, right? But congrats, Tim. You've been doing great lately. Happy to see it. Trading like an adult. Just got 2 more Lucid Flex 50Ks with their oh, thank you. Thank you, Lone Wolf, Silver Surfer. You appreciate you. Thank you for that. Now just don't blow them. I wanna hear you get a 5 account payout. Times 5. Nice bear inside bar, says you know. Okay, yeah. So far this looks like this trade might end up paying us a little bit if we get a bounce here, but we might still get a deeper pullback here, guys. That's why, you know, I wasn't fully trusting this level here, but we'll see. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how keep me updated on how that goes, those accounts for you. Appreciate that. And best of luck. Space Futures FX, what's up? Meadow Yellow Fist Red. Yellow Fist Red? Why does it say first red? Oh, gotcha. Like a first place. Yeah. Well, we're working our way up to 600 subscribers, guys. Let's hope we get there. We hit some 600 subscribers, guys. Who was the last person to subscribe? Let me know in the chat. I just like to keep track of in the Discord who is our subscribers that are hitting that subscribe button, helping us hitting those milestones. Not to take away anything from anybody else, but I just think those round numbers is kind of a cool subscriber. AQ, you subbed? Nice. Okay. Because I was at 595 before the start of the stream. Thank you, sir. So usually I just put it in the chat in the Discord just to remind myself down the road. Like, did you see what number you were by chance? Because I don't know if you've been here for a bit, so I'm just wondering who is the person that just most recently hit that sub. But I'll definitely I appreciate your sub, bro. I do appreciate it. I'll just make a potential because we don't really know who the actual sub is. So you subbed Roka 601. Nice, thank you. So DJ, have a good night, everybody. Working in the AM. All right, DJ Wilds, have a good night. I'm gonna write down DJ Wilds profit factor. And Roka. Those are my 3 600 subscribers here. Oh guys, we're getting a bounce here. We're getting a bounce. Well, there we go, guys. Looks like this trade's working out a bit now for us. So are they going to sweep the highs? Probably, right? Well, we're up. We're going to just lock this guy in profit here, right below this, and see if we can't hold this for a little bit. See if we can't hold this bad boy. We did sweep the highs there, though, so let's hope that this isn't just the manipulation before we end up dumping. Just buy the dip. Okay, hey, thanks, Samin Dapitawala. I don't know. Sorry, I apologize if I go by my name and butcher it. My apologies. But hey, thank you for subscribing, and good luck with the trade, champ. Oh, thank you. 3-minute hammer worked. How do you see that? Sorry, profit factor. What are you asking about? How did I see that? $50 here, guys. Let's, really what I want is I want to get us up towards this value area high here. We got orders up at 150, 145. So let's target 145 for now. Let's maybe even just 140. So let's get over here. MNQ targeting 145. Maybe 140, 146. No, let's try and run 145. We'll go to 144. We will put one contract to sell there. Sell one limit. Let's hope this thing doesn't just pull straight back here and stop us out, though. You never know. How do you see your numbers subscribed? Well, I just have the stream open on the side over here. So I just, refresh it occasionally, and it'll just tell me how many people subscribe. So we're currently at 603. Thank you, everybody. Slow grind here up to 1,000. Super excited to get there someday. So we're about to hit market open high. Yeah, let's see. The high of the market open candle. Is this a 630? That's 635. 630 right there. Still got a little space to go, but yeah, 25,208. I won't be looking to hold it till all the way to there, but I mean, yeah, I can definitely see us grinding our way up there. We've been super bullish here. Facile Crypto, what's up, bro? How are you doing? Profit Factor, gotcha. All right, yeah. So I just, refresh it. So currently I got 15 likes and 603 subscribers. So you got 6 accounts now, 5 Lucid and 1 Apex end of day drawdown. I'm trying out. Oh, nice. That's great. I like it. Slow and steady here. So I'm actually gonna be a little bit aggressive. I just realized too that this is a old style Apex account. So I do have intraday trailing drawdown, don't I? Yes, I think I do. So I better not let this come all the way back down. It's only $50, but still, let's try to lock in a little bit more profit. We'll try to trail it up here as we're going, just to like protect a little bit of the downside. Yeah, this means either London or New York's probably going to sell off hard. So you're in one mini at 25,097 down on this account. 25.97. Oh shoot. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. Ouch. That's like what, 20 something, 25 points times $20. Oh. That's like $600 something. Careful, bro. Makes me feel my stomach tightened up when you told me that. 25 points. Unless you're long, you're right. If you're long, then I'm super happy for you. That confirms I'm in the right place. Oh wait, I missed what you said there. So I'm in the trade before I got in. Wow, that confirms I'm in the right place. Nice. So you're in a long, obviously. Made $800 tonight on MBS. 50K Lucid Flex. Last trade of the night is a long on MIM. Nice. At 800280021. That's an interesting name there. Apex eval end of day drawdown 150K. Yes, long. Oh, nice. Well, hey, awesome trade. Get some money back here, bro. Very nice. Glad we're all in a nice long trade here. I wish I got this other contract picked up. It's too bad. I'm just gonna take this one off here. We already got this one locked into profit. Hopefully we don't pull back too hard. We might end up getting stopped out here. Kind of almost want to just trail the low here. If we start breaking off the highs, making a new high, I'm probably going to bring my stop down here. There we go. Now, if we get some exuberance here, if this candle just keeps going up, I'm just going to trail it out here. We might end up getting stopped out earlier than later. But I'd hate to be like stuck in like a big explosive candle that pulls back way down and takes away from that drawdown, right? Kind of like what it's doing right now. It's only a couple points, but oh, thanks. I mean, I'm definitely not a pro, but today's looks pretty easy to read in general. Bullish overall, trade with the trend. I like the fair value gap entries. So, but appreciate that. Can't win them all though, right? So I bought this morning a Lucid 25K with your account. Hey, thank you, Facile. Appreciate that. That's so awesome. Help keeping the dream alive of being a YouTube streamer. Everybody jump up and dance. I just have fun hanging out with you guys. Trading small size here, but we're up 50 bucks in this trade right now. Well, that's not a bad thing. So since we're breaking out though, guys, I'm just gonna get rid of all these orders way down here, the ones that we're waiting for that deeper pullback. Oh, guys, we're breaking up here. I'm trailing up tight here now, guys. That's what I was talking about. Let's push this up here. Let's lock in these gains. There we go. We're out. That's exactly what I was talking about right there, guys. If we get an explosion to the upside, we got to lock it in. Now I'm going to close this guy out and this guy. So now what are we going to do? Now what are we going to do? You're 8 micros long? Nice. I was such a wuss there. I only got in with one contract. But I had to lock that in. Like I was saying, it was once we get that huge expansion, that's just I like to sell on those types of candles, and it might not be done, right? 150 is probably the target. Looks like we got some orders now up at 200, and it looks like they're mostly real orders. So if you guys didn't know about the book map here, let me just show you guys something. See if you can see this here. Yeah, so there's 213 orders up at 25,200 there. And those are all real orders. So on the book map, when you see that this little bar there, right there where it's like shows 216, if there's a little white line in it, that means that majority of those contracts or some of those contracts are controlled by one buyer or seller. So keep that in mind. I'll try to find one here for you guys. Let's just scroll this down a bit here. It's a little slow. Yeah, okay. So as you can kind of see here, right? Sorry, let this settle down here. Here, there's a good example right there. So as you can see here, there's about, well, it says 27 orders. It looks like there's a few more right here at 25,181. But you see that little white line? It might be pretty hard for you guys to see, but there's a little white line in there. So everything from that white line over to the left is all just one entity, right? So typically we'll say that that's going to be like a bot or an algo with trades there, right? So quite often those are not as believable of area of interest because they just move those orders as price moves. You know what I mean? Like if it's an algo, they're just going to pull those orders before price gets there and move it. So that's why I'm saying, so the orders at 150 and the orders at 200 look like they're all like real orders. So there's not like one algo in there making it look like there's a bunch of orders just trying to draw the price up, right? So this is what I was talking about, guys. When you see that expansion, quite often we're going to get a big pullback. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to break back all the way down, right? But, with those end of day drawdowns, I personally or intraday drawdown, I don't really want to give that back in case it decides to turn around off a big wick like that, right? So we close on the 3-minute move up, trail stops. Yes, definitely trail stops up here, guys. We could be getting to a level. So we did not invert this fair value gap here on the 5-minute, but it looks like this 15-minute. Let's actually look at the 15-minute time frame before I say that. Yes. So this 15-minute did get inverted. So that's definitely a good sign for the bulls to continue pushing here. So again, like I was saying, our target probably is 150, but I just, like I said, if I get a big expansion candle, I like to take it. So isn't that spoofing? Well, yes and no, right? Because all they can say is, well, I changed my idea on my trade, right? So hard to say if it's spoofing. Definitely on the line of spoofing, right? Because what they're doing is they put those orders above to help draw price that direction, right? Because price typically likes to go towards the liquidity. So I locked in $88 on that one micro. It was a pretty decent trade there. 25,094. Looking like we're gonna head up to those 150s. Not financial advice, guys, but I don't want to tell you to get, like, I'm not saying get long now, right? That's not what I'm saying. Got to give Ralph a little more sweet potato. He was sleeping, so I was scratching his armpit to wake him up. Well, hey, stream's looking pretty busy right now, guys. We got 53 people in YouTube and 9 in X. Hey, what's up, X people? I wish the X people would put in some comments here and there. The X people are always so quiet. I wonder if they're actually real people. So look at that, guys. We're still pushing up here. Everything's been saying bulls are here. This market's so weird, right? We got freaking wars going on and the market's bullish. Like, it's so weird. It's like doing the opposite of what you might think would happen because of having wars going on, right? So guys, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but Top One Futures, guys, have you seen the new accounts that they have? They're these elite daily accounts. So you got, for example, let's take a look at the 50K here real quick. Can you guys see that? Sort of, kind of, sort of. Let's just move this over a bit and make sure you can see it. All right. So Elite Daily Payout, this is a new evaluation, a new product from Top One Futures. So if you get the 50K account, you'd have a 3,000 profit target. The payout frequency is daily, which is pretty awesome. Daily loss limit, there's no daily loss limit. So you can basically risk the whole account if you want. I don't recommend it, obviously, but some people, you know, when you get stuck in that drawdown in one of those trades and ends up kicking you to your daily loss limit and then goes to your TP, it can be super tilting. But yeah, so no daily loss limit. Trailing max drawdown is 2,000 with a 3,000 target, which is pretty standard for a 50K account. Drawdown mode, end of day, which is awesome. The max contracts is 3 minis or 30 micros, so it's a little bit smaller size overall, but you can make a ton of money using this. End of day trailing drawdown. So if it's not trailing drawdown, it's end of day. You do have to trade for 3 days, minimum 3 days to pass. So that is one of the sort of a bit of a drawdown, right? Compared to other accounts where you could pass it in 1 day, just sort of YOLO it. I don't recommend it, you know, and that's this firm. They want people to trade like normal, not like buy account and YOLO it. So they're a great firm. They have great support, fast payouts. I know a whole bunch of guys that are taking payouts. Prop firm match, if the prop firm comparison website called Prop Firm Match, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that. They've rated them as one of the top new firms. And yeah, so the nice thing is though, guys, there's a 45% consistency on the challenge, which, you know, it's reasonable, right? So that means you can make what, 50% would be 1,500. So call it 1,200-ish per day. And you could pass this thing in, you know, 3 days, no problem. So there's no consistency on the funded though, and that's the crazy part. So, you know, when you have one of those bangers and you make, you know, two to 5 grand on one trade, you don't have to worry about making some crazy profit target to get a payout, right? Reset fee is $95, which is a little bit cheaper than the actual monthly cost. And then they do allow you to do a reset on a funded account. So that's if you pass the evaluation, you get to a funded account and you accidentally blow it, you could buy it back just to have that daily payout and that no consistency. And you can actually have 5 accounts currently. So with the discount code, it's $100 for one of those accounts. So if you haven't checked those ones out, definitely check it out. I do have a discount code with Top One and Lucid. Those are my two main firms that I trade with, the ones I believe in the most anyways, and they have really good so typically I'm normally trading the straight to funded accounts with Top One Futures, but since they got this new Elite Daily, I do have one of their 100K accounts that I just picked up the other day. So I'm gonna try this out, see if I can't get that to a daily payout situation. But yeah, MBT Market Butcher Trades is a discount code for that. There you go. I do have a Top Step X here account. We were talking about that in the chat earlier, though. It's Apex and Top Step are a couple firms that are under a little scrutiny lately for some shady behaviors, but they're still alive. So I'm gonna trade this account. I got this 150K account. It's up 2,700 on its way to what is $9,000 target. Made about 550 today. Not gonna touch this account today anymore. There we go. We're starting to get that pullback here now, guys. Sort of flagging out here. Another little bull flag. What do we want to do here? Again, I might be wanting to wait for a pullback down to here to wait for see if this is going to continue pulling back and then get an entry down here potentially. Yeah, you can buy back the funded accounts with that account. Not all of their accounts allow it, because if you look over here, instant funded, they don't have anything saying that you can buy it back. So I'm pretty sure you got to just rebuy the the instant funded account. But if you pass the eval, it's pretty expensive, right? You don't get a discount, $500 for a 50K. But hey, if it's everyday payouts, and well, you still have to get yeah, you'd still have to hit your profit target, obviously, right? Obviously. So we did pull right back through that fair value gap and inverted it here, and we left the bearish fair value gap in it. So this could potentially be the start of a deeper pullback, but we'll have to see. Let's watch these levels here for potential. We'll just leave this guy bearish for the moment, but we might end up getting a deeper pullback here. Let's get some other tunes going here. That's a little too jazzy. YouTube music at its finest. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good about my exit there. Not to say, I mean, I still think we're gonna go higher here, guys. It's just, you know, we're always due for these pullbacks. So if you don't want to wait through this pain, yeah, when you get those expansion candles, I like to take profits, at least partial profits, if not all. I only had the one contract, so past a 50K Tradeify on that short. Nice. Split striker, good job. That definitely deserves a gong, some air horns, a train whistle on your way to funded. That's what I like to see. Love to see you guys making those W's. It's just as good as me winning a trade. Top of the trend on the 1 hour. What is it? Is it trailing? Oh no, it wasn't a trailing stop, Young. I just moved that up. So, and Pernell Clark, hey, the X people are usually using their phones, so putting in comments takes away from seeing the full screen. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for that. So I'm just gonna switch up the little QR code and the little banner there. So we'll switch this guy over to Lucid. Lucid, there's a Lucid QR code, and let's go over to the banners. We'll change this guy here because I do love my Lucid accounts, guys. Those evals, one-time fee entry, no activation fee, trade it as long as you want. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's a great entry if you're newer to prop firms because, like I said, there's not a time pressure. There's no no added fees for moving it forward, right? So move it into a funded. So do you trade New York session? Yes, I do. Monday to Friday, I trade with Nick Jocelyn, also known as the Mustang Trader. Let me just link you guys to YouTube channel here real quick. He's a crazy trader, guys. You gotta check him out. He's got 51 funded accounts, guys. Or no, I don't know, even more right now. He trades many accounts at once here. Let's see here. Mustang Trader. Mustang Trader. Let's go here. So send him some love if you guys got a moment. You can pop over to his channel, hit that subscribe button. He trades live with me Monday to Friday, and we're gonna have a special guest on the Sunday coming up, guys. We're gonna have like sort of a bit of a guest, Tom Hartman from Traders Post. It's a really interesting guy, great trader, and he spends all day making indicators, creating indicators, and designing sort of software stuff. So we're gonna have him on the stream Sunday at Sunday evening stream coming up. So after market opens, usually I don't know exactly the time yet. Usually I start the stream at 10 p.m. East Coast on Sundays, but I might end up getting in earlier that day because we have Tom Hartman coming on the show. So we're gonna find out what works good for him. But if you guys here, I'll send a link to the Discord here too. So if you guys want to see, we can give an update on there. Hey, thanks for whoever subscribed. I see somebody went over to Nick's channel and subscribed. Thanks for sharing the love, guys. If you come here on during the market open session, you'll get to meet him. But we send the stream to both of our channels at the same time whenever we're live. So there's multiple options to be able to find us and just get a little more exposure. So we did get that deeper pullback here, guys. Are we going to get a bounce now is the question. Thanks, Facile. Bottom of channel. You know, bottom of the channel. This channel here? So that's a nice little hold of that trend line, guys, that I had in there. Well, this one, and then I just cloned this guy, and then look at that. We're kind of holding that. We do have this previously inverted fair value gap still here. Might be able to just get rid of this guy. It is a little confusing now that we have, you know, we do have a couple bullish fair value gaps here with a bearish one, a couple bearish above. So what about this? What about this one, guys? Do you like this sound effect? This one's pretty funny. The dog show starts in 3 hours. Okay, there you go. You got some time still. Oh, the upward channel that formed. Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at the other. I'm looking at it the other way. It's so crazy how you know, channels and trend lines and whatnot are definitely discretionary, right? Geez, this could almost go all the way back to here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right there. There we go. Look at that. All these tops right there lined up with all these bottoms. And now we're up here. Projected off the top of that channel. Good eye there. Thanks for pointing that out. So this is a bearish channel though, guys. So be careful here. I mean, who knows when it's going to stop going up. But typically, you know, these upward trending channels tend to roll over to the downside, right? Not every time, but more often than the opposite direction. So kind of would want to wait for some sort of a break. I still think we're going to hit the 25,150 area first. So we could watch to see an inversion on this fair value gap for a potential long. We kind of have that little one below too, hey guys? But having the other one above it still is a little worrisome. We got 3 minutes left on this candle here. Let's take a look at the higher time frame here. What do we have? Do we have a 30 or a 1 minute? 1 hour above. So we do have a 30-minute up there at 188. We do have orders up to 200 on the book map here. Okay, so taking a look at these orders at 25,150, look like there's a bunch of algos in there now. If you can, it's pretty hard for you guys to see it because it's so small on the screen, but we got a bunch of little white lines in there. Let me just make this show the 200. $246 contracts at 25,200, and I don't see the algo lines. There is one there just front running 200, but 245 looks like right at 200 that looks like they're all real orders. So I mean, that's what, whether or not we're going to get there tonight or tomorrow, like this is definitely going to be a target sooner or later. A little too far away to say we're going to get tonight kind of thing, but not happy to see that these algos came in here and they're starting to add orders at the 150. That makes me a little more concerned about us whether or not we're going to get up there. Okay, let's get off of this windy road. Oh, this one here. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This one's pretty good. It's chill. The upward channels aiming at that spot, eh? It is kind of, isn't it? It would just keeps going, doot, 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 at least to the 150s, right? 200s up here, sort of at this high of these wicks. So that could be somebody's stop up there that shorted here, and they're looking for a deeper move. Man, that's quite a pullback. So let's just frame in this little guy right here. We'll make this one a white box so we know it's just some wick target. We do have this 30-minute. Is it the 1 hour too? No, we don't have it on the 1. Do we have anything? We have a bearish on the 4, which also starts at around the 200 level. A couple more confluences. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart here, we had that big sell-off and then bounce. So, you know, I can see us getting up to 200s, guys. I don't see why not, right? It's just how you know, timing the right entry to get there, you know. So I've been having a really good start to the month here on in my accounts, guys. Here's my TradeZella currently for this month. I kind of reset this month. I lost some accounts earlier in the year, and I just kind of reset my TradeZella. So I'm sort of at a fresh start here on this month, anyways. So I'm up about 76.50 on the month so far. 72%, 72.5% win rate, 4.5 profit factor, 70% day win rate. Given we're not that far into the month yet, but I had a really killer Wednesday, probably my best day of the year so far. 90% win rate on the trade, so almost 4.5K, and up to 7,500 on the week. The winner we just took on the trade earlier, the stream earlier, is now, I think it's in there. Is it? Let's see here. Let's just update these guys here. Sync selected. Oh yeah, so we're up at 977 with that win today on the day. So another really solid day today. So pretty decent start to the month here. Just got to keep it tight and not have any of those big give it back days. That's kind of the hardest part, right? If you know, you know. Disorganized here, all my charts moving around on me. There we go. Let's get back to the 5 minute here. Clean this up a bit. Nice little bounce out of this fair value gap. Retested this sort of the breakout of this channel, this little sideways channel, or bull flag, I guess you should say. Hey Zara, thank you. Working on getting those, getting a bunch of evals passed. I currently only have one funded account with top one futures. Gold attempting to break the channel. I think I said that earlier. Let's take a quick look at gold, what we got going on here. So this is on the 30-minute chart. Like I said, we have this 30-minute bearish fair value gap above, nice bullish one below. You know, there's a good chance we're going to go over and read that just by looking at the 30 minutes right here. 5 minutes. Looks pretty clean. Flagging out here. If you get an inversion on this fair value gap, that could be definitely a nice bullish sign here. So we need a closure above 5,142. But kind of looking like they're trying to roll it over down, at least to go retest at 200 EMA plus the start of day VWAP there, guys. Pretty big, strong, bullish move there to the upside. So hard to say that this move is over because that's pretty strong. ES is on the verge of dumping right now. Let me see. What's going on with YM? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's room to the downside, but I don't know that we're going to dump, to be honest. Let's take a look at the orders here before we jump to any conclusions. We do have orders up at 68.60, right up here. 199 contracts. Looks like they're not algorithm contracts, so those are some real contracts. See if we've got anything else above. 68.80 above also. $68.80 is basically the highs there of that this little wick area again. We had a similar idea there on NQ, and then this green line is the all-time high VWAP. So I mean, there's lots of targets above. We do have this channel here that I had drawn a long time ago. Let's extend this guy out and see. We're in the middle of this channel. So yeah, there's 860 looks like a pretty reasonable target here, guys. We have orders there. We've been pretty bullish. We're above the VWAP. We're printing bullish fair value gaps. As long as we get a nice hold above the value area high, you know, I could see us getting up there. It's only 9 points away. I would think that if we get up to this area, in this area somewhere would be a decent potential chance we're going to get a rejection. And then like if we start looking super bullish, you know, this would be my next target up at 76 or 80. James Freddy, what's up? Good evening to you, sir. Welcome back. Good to see you. Profit Factor said 25,296 high on February 26, 6:35 California time is a measured move of the cup and handle that started forming today on NQ. Okay. I love when the chat's all helpful with this kind of stuff. Maybe 15-minute would be a pretty good way to look at it. Okay, yeah, look, that's pretty nice, eh? There's a cup, right? And assuming that this is sort of the handle, right? And then now we're kind of breaking out. So you think maybe this could be the target then, hey? For NQ by the end of the day. So you'd be waiting for a nice pullback for some sort of entry on longs if you are looking to go long. No financial advice. A lower high? Yeah, it could be a lower high for sure still, right? There's always that chance. Because this is typically, these are a bearish channel, right? Consolidation in an upwards angle tends to roll over at some point. It's just where are we going to get to first? But these equal highs over here, pretty sweet target, guys. 25,200 level. You know that there's some stop losses and stuff up here. People are going to be in max pain if we get up to this area. So if you think about it like that, maybe London is just gonna, you know, we might get a little pullback and then London's gonna woo, just rip it. I'm all done trading GC. That midnight open move is super consistent and nice to just close the charts. Nice, good job. It's a target, but who knows if it gets there, right? Yeah, exactly. That's true. You never know. There's no guarantee. But you know, we've been bullish basically since the open of the evening session. So we inverted that, guys. We inverted this fair value gap here and this one, and we left a bullish fair value gap in its dust. So everything's still saying that if you're in a long here, if you're in a long from previous down here or something, it's not saying to get out just yet. That's for sure. This could end up being, we got another sort of flag forming here though, right? Might not be like that. It's roughly like this or something. Kind of need some touches to like make it actually line up properly. Could just go like that. Get those two, touching those two highs there. We're getting Tory tan lines all over our screen here. What's going on? Hey, 61 viewers in the YouTube channel. So happy to see all you guys here. Thanks so much. And 9 people on the X. Hey, thank you guys. And we finally broke 600 subscribers today, guys. We're at 608 now. So that's 8 and 5 is 13. So we got 13 subscribers today. Thank you so much. And 27 likes. Thanks. You guys are awesome. Have you tried setting up a live stream on TikTok? It's a nightmare. I had to just stream from YouTube from failing so hard to set up TikTok. Interesting. I haven't streamed it because I think you need to get a certain followers first, and I don't think I've got enough followers yet. And I've been a little too busy. I've been behind on getting out content lately. I've been so busy streaming so much. that I have videos that I'm like partially done making, but yeah. Let's see here. Oh, pretty strong pullback here, guys. See if these fair value gaps are going to hold or not. Trying to log in here, but hey, yeah, thanks, James. I appreciate that. 608 subscribers. I should be paying better attention to my TikTok channel, because I do want to start streaming live there also, but I know you got to get to a certain amount of followers, and I only have 7 followers on my on my my TikTok channel, so I don't think I can go live there. Go live. What does it say? Congrats. Dumped from here, like I mentioned, and I'm in. Nice. Good job. Yeah, I mean, we're flagging here. We're in a bull pattern, a flag pattern here. I hope you're right though, and I hope you get a nice big W from that. You're on the verge of 4 payouts. So good, bro. So good. Love to hear it. Nice trade there. Don't rush it though. Nice and patient. Just like you're doing. Trade your trades, you know? That's killer though. Nervous times. Yeah, I know, right? That mental pressure when you're like so close to the payout, you're like, just one more win, I can make it happen today, right? And then there we go. I am Thao. Hello, I'm hiding in the washroom at work just to say hi. My number one idols. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. So is Nick your other idol then? I am Thao? Because you said your number one idols. So I'm assuming you're talking about me and Nick, right? What if I size up and get it done quick? Next minute blown. So I'm just going slow as hell here. Yes, exactly. And that's the way to do it, right? Don't change your trade. So a guy that I used to trade with, he got really close to a payout, and then he went to like size down, right? But he also made his stop tighter, and then ended up taking a bunch of stops over and over because he tightened up his stop to reduce the risk. So it's more like you still got to trade your trade, but just go with smaller size, so you're not risking giving too much back on the potential losing trade that's coming up, right? But don't change your trades, right? Keep doing what you're doing. It's been working, but just, scale it down a little bit, right? And that's definitely the way to go with it. Don't force it. So you got this, bro. You got this. You got it. Super, super excited for you though. So after you get that payout, you're gonna have to definitely check in on the channel and let us know how that's going. Oh, so you only have one idol. Your English is bad. Oh, okay. Nice. It'll mess around for 4 hours now. And one other tip, if I could give you one, is just keep being aggressive on taking your profits, right? Like if you're in on, 2 or 3 micros, cover a couple of them, right? Take some of those profits. So what did I miss? I just did a quick MGC short, plus 160. Nice, Phil Suarez. Great job. We were just looking at it not long ago. So, bro, I'm following your strategy since a year, and it's really working. Due to my financial condition, I cannot starting my journey. Please give me $1,000 on Binance. Everybody, we got a scammer here. Hey, if you keep spamming like that, bro, I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Don't make me put you in a timeout. I don't think you're even in my channel, actually. That's funny. Let's see. Live chat. Yes, you are. Okay, you spammed it again. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if you see that. Depends on which chat you're in. We occasionally get these people that are coming in trying to scam people. So not that long ago, somebody came into the channel, was like, just being friendly, and next thing you know, they're like, oh, my mom's in the hospital and I need $100 to pay for some medical bills, so please help me out. And I'm like, dude, I feel so bad. Honestly, if your mom's really sick in the hospital, like, I feel so sorry for you. I hope everything works out well, but this isn't the place to come ask people for money, right? Everybody has their own problems here. If you need some support, I'm sure some of your good friends and family will support you, right? But occasionally people pop into the chat like that, and hey, send me $1,000 on my Binance. I gotta go back through and delete all these comments though, because they're just like in the way of my chat now. There we go. Back at it. Well, you're not out of the woods yet, Chronoculture. But it's still looking like we're going to be, flagging for a bit more. So if you get another chance to take some more profits down here at the lows, hopefully you can get some out. So what do we got on the 15-minute here? No, you're not. It's messing around. Yeah, I know. It's not cooperating. Like I said, just my overall take, and I'm not saying anything against your trade. I think your idea is definitely valid, but just keep in mind that we're well above the VWAP, right? We've been trending up this whole time. So whether or not, yes, we probably are going to roll over at some point. It's just when, right? So we might end up squeezing all the way back up here to the value area high before we roll over, right? So, but I'm hopeful that your trade works out, because I want everyone to prosper. And it's about management quite often, not so much about the exact trend and whatnot. So yeah, you got to stick to the plan, otherwise it screws with your data. Yeah, fair enough. And that's definitely the responsible way to trade it, right? For sure. So kind of missed my entries here. We could have been entering. I'm gonna get rid of these fair value gaps, these inverted guys here. This one, yeah, because we already double inverted that guy on that pullback, so we can just take that guy off. So looking like these bullish fair value gaps are still holding, and the 21 EMA, which is this little green line, seems to be sort of the bottom of the support right now. But yeah, still shows that there's a chance we could be blocking this high here. And even if this can wicks up a little bit, it could always just come back down into the channel. So still a good chance it's gonna work. So so close on this long, just a little more up and I'll hit final minimum profit for a Lucid payout. Hey, dude, killing it right now. Split striker, good. I hate, I don't want to be against Chronoculture, because Chronoculture is short, looking to get close to a payout too, and Split Striker's long, looking for a payout here. So let's hope that we get some good trade management from both of you guys, and you can both get the payout. Let's see. What's your target, Split Striker? Are you looking for sort of like 134 area, these highs? Sorry, bookmap is on the wrong indice here too. We're watching NQ and we got ES loaded on the book. You're only on 3 micros on ES, so I'm not too stressed. Oh yeah, perfect. Good. 130 will do. Oh, nice. I mean, you might get a little pop right here to 130. It's only 4 points. That's killer. So you're on ES though, hey? Let's take a look over here at the ES. So this is a pretty good area though for a rejection sort of zone. Like, we might end up popping up a bit here again. Did you just get the 130s? You just got the 130 there, Split Striker. Don't be greedy. There you go. Got those highs there. Man, looking back, really wish I got these one of these entries on this fair value gap down here. You're being greedy? Well, hey, you got the highs now at 37 and 40. So we do have a buying volume here, volume ball here on NQ. 71 contracts they bought at 38. And we got a nice rising CBD here. And pretty big buyer volume on the volume chart here. So profit factor, you're being greedy too. Randy H, breakout. Yes, it is. We like breakouts. Payout secured. Look at that. Congratulations. Now we just need a pullback here so that Kronos can get his payout or get one more step closer to that payout. Why do you trade Asia session? I was told only to trade New York. Well, you know, the good thing is the market's open, right? So some people have to work day jobs. There's a lot of reasons why you can trade Asia. The reason I like to trade it is because I'm here to hang out with you guys on YouTube. I trade New York Monday to Friday anyways, but I'm here also to make a little bit of money here and there on the evening streams also. So congratulations to anyone who caught that long there. We've been just bullish, you know, since the market opened 3 p.m. my time, so 6 p.m. East Coast. And you know, Asia market can be really clean, right? So it's you know, it can be really clean. Like, look at today's a great example. You could have bought pretty much anywhere earlier. If you're patient, you're like well in the money, right? Obviously, you don't really want to be buying these explosive break pullbacks. But if you wait for any of these pullbacks for an entry, like, you're in the money within 10 minutes. So, you know, the trend can be really clean in the evening sessions. It's just not every day is it clean. So if it ends up looking like this here, you know, through the whole Asia session, then yeah, that's a different story, right? Yeah, and you know, that's why typically in the Asia session I usually trade NQ or gold, just because the Asia session tends to be a little slower movement. I find that I like to trade the slightly faster contracts, right? So that's why I'll trade NQ or sometimes gold. I've been staying away from gold lately because I've been, you know, some of those pullbacks, those 10-point pullbacks are hard to like stomach and or survive, right? So that's the one thing about gold, is that it's a little hard. So, and yes, and Mr. Ethe, is it Mr. Ethe? I think that's what it would be. But yes, I use the same strategy pretty much the whole time. So I use VWAP to find direction, and then I use fair value gaps for entries and criteria. And you know, I'll throw in, as you can see, I'll throw in some trends here. I do use the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA just to help me stay in touch with the active, the little bit tighter trend. And then I use the volume profile, right, for targets. So as you can see, when I got on the stream, I think it was somewhere around 7. It was like 7:15 or 7:20. So 10:20 your guys' time, East Coast. And I was saying, like, we have orders up at 150 and we have value area high at 150. So that's got to really be our target. We pretty much almost got there, right? Trade the Shanghai, not the entirety of Asia. Shanghai has the most volume during Asia. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, the start of the Asia session tends to be a little bit slower. So what time is the Shanghai session, if you want to let us know? I'm not really sure exactly when the Shanghai session starts. For GC, you got to be on the 30-second chart, wait for a pullback into a fair value gap, then entry at engulfing candle out of the fair value gap. Okay, hey James, I'll have to think about trying that. VWAP is a volume weighted average price. So there's a couple of VWAPs that I use. So right now we're using the start of day session. So, you know, the market closes at 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. So you can't trade through that 1 hour window. And then as soon as the new candle starts, I just go here to the trading view. There's a little anchored VWAP, or you can get it over here on this side, right here, under volume based. So you get an anchored VWAP. You click on that, you drag it over to that opening candle. You just drop it on there. That puts it on there, as you can see right there. So as you can see, we opened up. We've been above it basically the whole time. We dipped below it for a short period of time, held it, went back higher, found support at it this time, found support at it again, and here we're pushing even higher. So this just helps. The VWAP helps give you the bias on the direction, right? So, hey, Kathir, what's up? Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a couple days. I've been waiting for the next poem to read. So you kind of treat it like an EMA? Well, EMAs aren't based off of volume, right? So it's a little bit different, right? But it's another confluence just to like kind of help you stay in track of what's going on, right? Like if we hold the VWAP, and the VWAP is quite often where like the institutions and the hedge funds and all those, that's where all the big players watch. Like they all have VWAP, right? If price comes to VWAP, usually they're buying, right? So around VWAP. I really like how you have mixed ASFX VWAPs with VAX volume profile and ICT. Yeah, me too. Thanks. Appreciate that. It's a nice blend of the things, because you know you always kind of want some sort of target, right? So volume profile is great to give you a target, and then you also want, you know, I like the whole idea of the VWAP, right, for giving you ideas on direction and on when to get in and to get out of trades. Just gives you a little more options. But like I said before, the problem that I have with VWAP is, like, for example, right now we're so far away from the VWAP. How do you get an entry up here? I mean, you can wait for a pullback, but it might never end up pulling back. So at least having these fair value gaps is another reason for a potential entry. Hey, there you go, getting that pullback there now, Kronos. Are you still in that trade? Let's see if we're back into that channel now. Let's see if this 21 EMA is going to hold. Maybe we're going to head back down to the VWAP here. So we'll be watching for a really high volume candle closure down here. If we do get one of those, this could be the start of the rollover here, because we kind of almost got the value area high. I would say close enough to say that we've kind of pretty much touched it. We haven't exactly touched it, but close enough. So. Oh, so the three lines on the VWAP is there's just called the deviation bands. So there's going to be that's kind of like one standard deviation away from the VWAP. So some people trade with those. I don't really use the deviation bands. I usually cut it off. And then the other thing is I use anchored VWAP, not just like the VWAP indicator. So I don't know which platform you're adding it from, but like I like to anchor it. So I'll anchor one at the New York Open session, and I'll anchor one at the start of the overnight session, so 6 p.m. East Coast. And that's what I was showing you here on TradingView. You go to this, it looks like two little candles with a little line through it. You select that volume-based anchored VWAP. You place one at New York, one at the 6 p.m. East Coast. So this blue one here is a New York VWAP, right? This little guy right here, as you can see, it's anchored right here to the 6:30 candle from this morning. So that's one VWAP. I also keep the previous day's VWAP active. That's this light blue one. And as you can see, we're well above both of those. They're angled up, which is nice. And then, just throw on your anchor on your 6 p.m. East Coast one. And that gives you a more accurate VWAP for the current trading session. Well, the standard VWAP is going to anchor it to whatever it's just an ongoing VWAP, right? I think it just kind of like ongoing all the time, where when you have those big manipulation days, maybe it's going to pull up the VWAP and have it in a slightly different area than it would be if you have it anchored, right? So I like Evan Trade's New York AM session. He's really good. And if you want to understand and how to have patience, yeah, he's like a monk, man. Evan's like the monk trader. He's like sitting there like legs crossed, and he's like, just patiently waiting. And then when the trade comes, he's like, grabs that thing like chopsticks on a mosquito mid-air, Mr. Miyagi style, right? Yeah, I love Evan too. He's a great guy. Evan from ASFX, yes. You posted something under trading resources in Discord. Okay, let me see. Nice. Let's see. Here's exchange times in Quantar. Okay, nice. Thanks for sharing that. Well, it's really got everything. Okay, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, Shanghai Stock Exchange. That looks like right there, which is 1800. And are you on East Coast time right now? Yeah, it's looking like we might get the flush here. We're keeping an eye here. What's going to happen on this channel? We might end up, we do dip out of these channels on occasionally and get a bounce. So it's looking good at the moment, but you're not out of the woods just yet. But I'm sure you know that. Pacific. Okay. So that's the same time as me. So 1800 is 6 p.m. So basically 6 p.m. is when Shanghai opens, right? So 6 p.m. is 1800 is right here. So this kind of, that makes sense because we got a nice wobbly candle there. So back to Mr. Ethy. Another thing that you can do is if you get good at using the, yes, you're in Washington State. My bad. Mr. Ethy, what you can do is you can take that anchored VWAP also, right? And you can stick it on like the recent high. And as you can see here, we're below that now, right? So this is kind of an indication as to whether or not we're going to continue to be bearish. Now, if we end up breaking above this anchored VWAP off the high a day, which is the newest high, the most recent high candle, if we stay below it, obviously we're going to stay So, Ethan. I just made it my YouTube name when you were really little. Oh, nice. Hey, I think a lot of our YouTube channel names are so old, right? Resident Evil. Oh, nice. Rise and Evil. I like it. Just like that's a cool name too. Shanghai closes for 15 minutes mid-morning and 2 hours for lunch. It's only when Shanghai is open is the volume during Asia. Okay. Hey, that's good information. Yeah, man, would be tough to short when above the VWAP. Yeah, that's one thing that ASFX guys always say is don't fight the VWAP, right? So if you're above the VWAP, like the way we are right now, you're looking for longs, right? So my current strategy is trading the pullbacks in the trend and waiting for the indecision at the bottom of the reversal. Nice. Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely longs are the direction right now for sure, right? So you've got funded for like 200K, but I can't get a payout. Yeah, I know it's so weird that you can pass the evals, right? Like everyone typically can get through the eval, but then to get through the funded part is, I don't know, it's just the mind games, right? It's a whole psychological challenge of getting through those trades, right? Usually we are putting max daily loss limits on our accounts, and we put a little too much pressure on making sure to win a trade, and you start losing, then you're thinking like, oh, I need to get it back, so you take another trade, and then you end up blowing your fund down, right? So yeah, the exchange times is a nice feature in Quantire. Yeah, I can see that. That's good. Like I said, the next time I'm gonna get an account, I'm gonna go with Rhythmic and see if I can't get me some Quantire or the Motive Wave. And then there's that Trade C also too, right? I don't know, I've seen that one, but I'm more interested in checking out Quantire and Motive Wave. So if I do end up getting another Lucid account, I'm definitely gonna try those guys. And then we got Tradeovate, which has like no features. But I did hear something, guys, is that Tradeovate is now gonna give you a lockout feature after this weekend. So I was watching a little Patrick Whelan after I finished my my live session this morning, and he showed to everybody that there'd be a lockout feature coming for Tradeovate. So so you can lock yourself out and not be worried about giving back your profits. Once you're happy with your profits, you're gonna go in and trade away your profits. So we're at that key level here. We do have a bearish fair value gap rejecting off of that high a day VWAP and this bearish fair value gap. Let's see if it's going to work out here to the downside for Chrono. Dubai was impacted by an explosion around 1 hour ago. Oh, damn. That's sorry to hear that. That sucks. I hate how these wars are going on. This craziness, man. Sorry, I missed that comment earlier. I still just execute in TradingView. Nice. So the only thing for me is I display and I watch my trade on TradingView, but I still execute in Tradeovate just because sometimes I'm copy trading, right? So when I'm copy trading, I like to copy trade on the Tradeovate because you can't copy trade on TradingView. But then as long as you log into your accounts and keep one of them showing, it'll show you on TradingView, and then you can still at least see all your charting and your active on it. But I usually do all my executions just on the platform itself, specifically because I'm copy trading. So you're not doing Motive Wave anymore. I did it because I thought you get it free with Lucid, but you can only use it, but would have to purchase from Motive Wave. It's not like Quantar where it's free. Oh, damn. So that sucks. One of my friends' editors lives in Dubai, but she moved back to Norway because of the war, I think. Oh, that sounds like a smart move. Oh, so you use which third-party copy trading do you use? Traders Post? What do you think is the best prop firm between Tradeify and Apex? I think I would say Tradeify, but I don't really trade much of either. I just recently got an Apex, but I've been hearing some potential bad things about Apex. So yeah, I've been hearing that some people are getting payouts canceled and whatever, and issues with Apex. Somebody just brought that up in the stream actually earlier, and but from what I know, Tradeify is pretty solid. So it really comes down to the rules, right? You use Pay for copy trading and automated trade executions. Nice. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Lone Wolf. I agree. I think Tradeify is it's been solid. They've been around for like a long time also, but I just haven't really heard much like negative stuff about Tradeify where they've been maybe, canceling payouts or whatever, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Definitely go with your rule sets, right? Rules are really the main thing you should be deciding on the prop firms about which one you're going to use, right? So I know, like with Apex, you gotta pay a monthly subscription, right? The price is lower, but you gotta pay a subscription. Now they stopped the subscriptions, but the eval only lasts 30 days. I don't know if that's right either, but Apex is a one-time fee now, which is good, but you only have, you only have 30 calendar days to pass. If not, you lose it, and you lose all the work you put into the account. Yeah. So again, it's another little trick that they get you with, right? That's why I really like Lucid, because you pay a little bit more. There's no activation fee, which is good compared to the Apex now. Also, Apex has similar, but there's no 30 days, right? On Lucid, you could trade it for 6 months to pass your eval. So that's one thing is now I've been mostly just focusing on trading my Apex one eval that I have right now, because I wanted to like I said, I only have, I think I only have until the 13th actually. So I only have about like one more week with that account. I didn't realize it had renewed. And then I logged into Apex to find out that I have an account with them. And that was like, I don't know, not very many days ago anyways. Yeah, as long as you put one trade in a month, it just stays active. So there's no rush on that one. So I'm being patient and slow with the Lucid. So you really like take profit trader, I have no worry with trailing drawdown because I'm a scalper. Profits 5 to 6 points on gold. Yeah, nice job, James. Yeah, of course. If you're taking profits with and scalp, then trailing drawdown's no big deal. And once you get past the buffer, you don't really have to worry about that anyways, right? So as long as you're nice and slow and steady, just taking those base hits and locking in those profits sort of at close to the high a day of your price, you're going to be fine. So Chronoculture, see y'all later. I'm off to submit some payouts and go to the pub for some beers. Nice job, buddy. Congratulations there. That's awesome. So happy for you. Enjoy those beers. You deserve it. That was a sweaty trade. 68.46.50 was your exit, hey? 68.46.50. Nice job. So obviously you managed that well. Good job. So we had two winners on the same trade in two different directions, although they were on different contracts, but you know, they work together anyways. So that's pretty awesome. Love it. Love it to see you guys. You're going to delete at least 20 beers. Well, hey, make sure you mix in a couple glasses of water in between there. That's wild. I would have a bad hangover just from like 3 beers, but you know, I don't know. My body's not very good at handling drinking beer, so that's how it is for me, I guess. 1-for-1, 1-to-1 for the wins. Okay, nice, James. That's a good strategy. Water is cheating. I'm an Aussie. I can wreck them all day. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming to the stream and being active in the chat and whatnot. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. All right. So, guys, I just put up a little goal there. I don't know if no pressure or anything, but it's a little because I recently got to 500 subscribers, so I've been trying to get the occasional super chat. But what I did there is I made a little goal to get 1 super chat. If I get the super chat, whoever takes that super chat gets to pick a trade that I take on the stream. So if that's something that interests you, obviously no pressure. We're just doing it for fun. We would keep the trade size pretty small. We got to have an entry number, a take profit, and a stop loss set. So, but if anybody is interested to try to give me a little tip and then also give us a winning trade on the stream, that would be awesome. So far, I've done. I've given away 3 trades. Only 2 of them have been taken. Somebody still, Q4 pilot, I still owe him a trade. He's gonna pick it one day in the future sometime. So we're 2-0 for the trades that people have taken through the stream, which is pretty awesome. So very nice, very nice. So we're kind of breaking out here again. So good thing Chronos got out of that trade where he did, because it's looking like we're popping up here. Again and again. Kind of going sideways here though, guys. So this isn't really the nicest place to be trading, to be honest, unless you're sort of creating this range here. I'm just going to get rid of this little trend line here because it doesn't seem valid anymore. But as you can see, we're kind of stuck in this range here. Probably going to build up. Maybe we'll end up sweeping a little bit lower before we end up popping up to the value area high or higher if we're going to break out. Or, I mean, this could potentially just be the chop before we end up rolling over here. So we'll have to keep an eye on this trend line. If we start breaking out of it sort of and rolling over, then we could potentially take a short to target the view up or wait for an entry at the view up. So just wanted to say what's up to everybody in the stream. We got 45 people in the YouTube channel, 48 right now actually. We've got 3 more just popped in, and 11 people in my X channel. I don't know what's going on here, guys, but people are in the X channel tonight, which is weird because normally don't have very many people in the X channel. But thanks to all you X viewers. Thank you. Appreciate you guys, especially all you guys on YouTube here, making the dream come true. we did hit, we were at 595 subscribers earlier, and we're currently at 600. So 15 subscribers tonight. Thank you so much, everybody who did that. 32 likes on the stream. You guys rock. Thanks for blessing me. Loving it. I do have to wrap up the stream here in not too long. I'm going to be up for tomorrow morning's market open. Kind of took one trade only today. So this evening here, we got this long on this fair value gap down here. This one's still alive. We ripped up. I ended up taking profits up here on this expansion candle. Seemed like a good move at the time, or else I would have been sitting through this chop here. You know, we might end up still going higher. Like I said, I think our target's going to be at least 150 and potentially 200 up above eventually, maybe. We'll have to see as time goes on here. 8 London sessions just around the corner here in 1 hour. So, and Lone Wolf's got the dog show in 2 hours. You're going to be up all night. Okay. How long is the... What did we get? ES just got value area high. Oh geez, guys, I was thinking about trying to enter a short up there, just because we're stuck in this range here, and it would have been a low risk reward, just because we might get a little pullback down, at least to the view up here, or the high day view up, and you know, basically you'd have our stop here up at 142 ish. So, but it looks like I kind of like missed that opportunity, so we'll have to be patient here. It goes till around noon tomorrow. Then the same again Friday night and Saturday night. Wow, sounds like you're not going to be getting much sleep, eh? You got to go to work at all tomorrow or the next day, or you got some time off? You work? Oh, you don't watch the whole thing? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, Saturday night you can stay up late and watch it, right? Nice. Drew 69 Malibu. Is that you live in Malibu? Is that what has to do with your name? You're long from 116. Nice. That's a great entry for a long. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. We've been holding this fair value gap twice here and bouncing up. So, you know, like I said, I'm still pretty confident that we got these orders at 25,150. Still looking like we're gonna head there, right? Just how long are we gonna play in this zone? That's hard to tell. We still got room in the channel to go sideways a bit more if we're gonna break out later. So I'll watch till 7:30 a.m. then go to work. Really? When do you sleep then? Are you gonna sleep at all or what? Sumin Dapit. Oh, sorry about Sumin Dapit Tawala. Sorry, I can't say your name, but Sumin. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching during your mealtime. Appreciate that. Thank you. 69 Chevelle Malibu. Oh, nice. Of course, that makes sense. It's not a birthday and your hometown. It's a car. That makes sense. I don't during Cruftus week. LOL. Once a year. Damn. So is Sumin okay? Because I'll just call you Sumin and then I won't butcher the rest of your name. Dapitawala. I don't know if that's close. It's got to be close. If Sumin's your first name. Better? Okay. Nice. My apologies if I'm trying here. It's hard when it's like just one long word, right? It's like I'm guessing that it's like broken up here, you know. One of my best friends from high school is his name is Mandeep Bumrah. He's actually I think he's actually visiting family in India right now, from my understanding. Because I saw some pictures on social media. He's down there with his sons. He's got his 2 boys with him. So, yes, my book maps. Well, it's on MNQ. It's on MNQ, but you want to see NQ specifically? But yeah, you know, NQ. Here's NQ. Also has orders up at 25,150. 145 and 150 above. We did have a sell ball back here. 114 contracts at 25,116. Looks like they kind of got absorbed and then we moved higher from there. So no, I was wondering. Okay, no problem. All right. Well, I think it just looks a little cleaner than NQ, like the chart. As you can see, there's all kinds of algo marks of popping orders on and off everywhere. Whereas MNQ is a little bit cleaner looking, just easier to see the targets. So 25,150 there, we got 128 contracts. 25,145, we got 48 contracts. And 25,136 looks like about 56 or 57 contracts there. So, like, oh, what do we got here? That was a pretty strong buyer there that held up the bottom of that candle there, right at the high day VWAP and the 9 EMA. So if I get that short, guys, I was looking to try to enter short right there. I was a little slow. I didn't get the entry, but I would be probably taking profits around this area here, because, you know, this could be the point where we end up, you know, bouncing back up and, you know, playing around in here again before we end up breaking up to the 150 level. Again, keep in mind, guys, if we start, you know, continue this push down and we start breaking out really strong with some like higher volume out of this, that would be a sign that maybe we're going to start pushing back down to the VWAP here. So there we go. I would be taking profits here on that short trade that I tried to get into, because this is that channel. But I wouldn't really be buying it here because we don't really know if this is going to be the end of the pullback here. So what time does London start? Is that what you're asking? Easy 8K 258. 11 p.m. my time, so 2 a.m. East Coast time, I think, is when London session starts. So here's a pretty cool indicator if you guys are using TradingView. This one here, it's called ICT kill zones. That'll frame up. See, a little bit hard to see because it's hard to see because I have it tuned down a little bit here. Let's I'll make this a little bit less transparent here. So as you can see there, that ICT kill zones gives you, it frames the sessions, right? So this is a New York AM session, this is a New York PM session, here's Asia, and then when London starts, it'll start making another box like this. I just keep it more transparent so it's not as glaring, because you can lose your candle wicks and stuff in those little boxes. But so ICT kill zone, why isn't it, normally it brings up something for me here. Yeah, so anyways, where is it? Anyways, ICT kill zones here is a good little indicator. You can it marks the sessions on your trading view chart for which session you're in. So we're still kind of stuck in this area here, this chop zone that I've kind of found, consolidation zone, accumulation area. Quite often after we get these strong moves, we end up, you know, stalling out in a certain area, doing a bunch of transactions in this area, building up for their next move, right? WNS dud. When's dud? When's dud? Anyways, yes, Bookmap has been very valuable to me. Every day, for the most part, you can tell you where your orders are. It does take a little while to sort of like get used to using it and knowing what to believe and what not to believe. But what I would recommend is get it for a month. Don't really rely too much on it right? But just watch it. You can see where the targets are. I don't really I use it to see where the orders are, because typically the orders is going to be the draw on liquidity, right? So like, for example, when I got onto the stream, I saw these, we had 25,150. We had a whole bunch of orders up there, lines up with my value area high. So this is kind of my target for the high side, although we almost got there already. So that could be the end of the move. We'll have to see how this ends up playing out here. But if you would have spotted that level anywhere back in here, it just gives you another confluence as to where the market's going to go. So quite often you'll see a whole bunch of orders above the price if the market's going up, and it'll be really dark below, and that just kind of indicates to you that, yeah, so far it's saying we're probably going to keep going higher, because the market likes to go to the liquidity, right? It's efficient, so it wants to get to those orders at some point or another, whether it's through, you know, traders wanting to get to those, whether it's their stops, but yeah, they're efficient, so it likes to go to where the liquidity is, right? And what a better way to see liquidity than on a heat map, right? So it definitely is worth it. You know, if you're still trading evals and you're, you know, struggling to get through evals or to get any payouts, it might not be worth paying for it just yet, because you don't really need it. You can still find these targets by, you know, looking for equal highs or fair value gaps, right? But if you have the budget to spend an extra $100 a month, it definitely has value, right? So you gotta pay something like $40 a month for the platform, and then you can get the bundle package, which has NQ, ES, YM, and all the metals. So it gives you, you know, the bundle package, so you can get the data for all of those. So, and hey, no problem, you're welcome. Thanks for the question. When's the next point that I'm entering? To be honest, Sumin, I'm probably not going to be trading anymore tonight. I'm going to be wrapping up the stream here any minute here, actually. Usually we end it by 10:30 at the latest. So on that note, actually, as we're breaking down here, I'm probably going to end up saying goodbye to everybody. There's also the book maps on YouTube. Yeah, so for example, like if you're watching my stream, like you got a free book map right here. And if you search book map, quite often people have streams that are literally just showing book map. So lots of your active traders will have, you know, a heat map or a footprint chart or a book map running on the stream. So you don't always have to pay for it, right? I'm live Monday to Friday, market open for roughly 2 hours, and I'll have it open that whole time. And we're always calling out targets and everything. So it really comes down to your budget and, you know, how much you're willing to put into your trading on a month-to-month basis, right? So I'm a firm believer that you should have a budget. You know, like say you're willing to spend $500 a month on your journey on learning how to become a good, successful, consistent trader, and if it can fit into that budget, then, you know, why not? It's a great tool to have. But then at the same time, if you feel like that extra $100 is better spent on maybe another evaluation or whatever, then maybe it just makes more sense to go that route. So it really depends on the person, right? But that being said, guys, let's take a quick look. How many subscribers did we hit today? 615. You guys, yeah, you guys, you're always doing it. Put the hands in the fire. Let's warm up a little bit here. Just kidding. It's a TV. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. We started at 595 subscribers. Now we're up at 615. So 20 subscribers today. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing, and 38 likes also on the stream. You guys rock. Thanks so much. Angie AU, like Angie Silver, Angia AU, or AG AU. Is AU is gold or silver? I don't know. Anyways, maybe it's not doesn't have a reference to gold or silver, but welcome to the stream. Thank you for if you did subscribe or even just being here. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for the stream. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Phil Suarez. You rock. Thank you so much. Okay, bro. Have a good day. Thanks for the time. Hey, Suman. No problem. Appreciate it. I'm happy to be here. So if you guys are new to the stream, I usually do a little shout out at the end of the stream to everybody who's been here talking in the chat. So thank you so much. Yes, I really hope so. Lilish, thank you so much. 1,000 subscribers soon. That'd be beautiful. Then we can start getting a little ad monetization, a little bonus. AU is gold. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gotcha. Sorry, AG is silver. My bad. So, hey, I'm going to say my shout out to everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. It was a fun stream. I only took one stream on trade, but it was a banger. One contract. Bought it down here at this fair value gap. Sold it up here at the top of this explosive hourly candle. Nice little trade. Hey, thank you. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. So just going to say bye to everybody. Thanks so much. And Angie and Angia. Sorry if I might be saying that wrong. But Lilish, Lone Wolf, Suman, Bill Suarez, WNS Dud, Easy 8K. See, some of these names are gonna be hard for me to. Drew 69 Malibu, loving that car. Let's see. Split Strike, we got a payout. Very nice. I think we got people got payouts. Chrono Culture got a payout. Bonus cash 20 beers after the stream here. James YC, Freddie C. Yeah, Freddie C, not YC. Who else we got here in the chat? Kathir, good to see you again. Mr. Ethan, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Resident Evil, Asil Crypto. Who else we got? We gotta scroll up here. Scrolling up, trying to find the rest of the people in the stream here. Randy H, Profit Factor. Let's see. I am Thao. We're getting close. You know Yuki. Welcome, welcome. Mustang Trader. Young Kong. welcome. Wayne, Kites Kick A. I like that name. I never saw your comment. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Jonathan Gooden. Second day on the funded on Lucid Flex. 6K. Need to take it slow next 3 days. Try to make 200 to 300 a day. Trying to make too much screws me up. Yes, that's something everybody can learn from here, is when you get close to those payouts, size down, be responsible, make decisions like an adult. Holding 3 minis to run up to 180s. Aaron, hey, thanks for tuning in. Czar Trader, awesome trader, guys. He's always making banger trades. 8002800021 in the house. 800, made 800 on a Lucid. Who else we got here? We're getting close to the end of the list, I think. DJ Wilds, Space Futures FX, Tim Korth, QIAS, I think, something. Roca. Who else did we get here? Quad Q Trader, Adam B. You guys rock. Thanks so much for tuning in every day. Can't forget Dell. Dell in the house. Dell's got the here for the largest super chat so far. Thank you so much. What else we got? We're pretty close to the top here. We said Lilish earlier. Thanks again for tuning in, Lilish. Good to see you. Jay, oh, can't forget Jay. Of course, Jay's in the house. Always interested to see what I'm eating and throwing comments at me that make me feel all awkward. And then there's Keith. So that's the end of the list, guys. Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you guys. It's been a fun stream. We'll see you again. You know, I'll be live tomorrow. If not, tomorrow's Friday. We'll be live tomorrow morning. And then we'll be back live on Sunday evening. Make sure you check it out, guys. Sunday evening, we do have a guest coming on, and Mustang Trader Nick, he'll be on also. So there's going to be 3 of us on Sunday. We're going to do a little conversation. It'll be interesting. So check it out. We'll be live sometime after the 6 p.m. open on Sunday. So I'm not sure exactly when. If you guys are in the Discord channel, I'll be putting it in there. I'll just throw up the link real quick so you guys can see that. But we'll be, I'll be posting it in the Discord ahead of time so that we can, so it can give everybody a heads up. And yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. So Kathir, still waiting for another poem. You got to send me one soon here. Everybody's been asking, when are we going to hear another poem from Kathir? So anyways, thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and good luck tomorrow morning. Keep it tight. Let's end the week good. Don't go crazy. Don't overtrade. Don't oversize. Be responsible. Don't drop your account like a bad transmission. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good day. See you later.